Espionage is all about connecting the different dots. Like laying out a huge puzzle. Sometimes you suddenly see a random piece and know exactly where it fits. And that leads to another piece, and another, and another. During World War II, such a puzzle piece is provided to British intelligence by a most unlikely character, a young woman whose interests are art, travel, and cute little dogs. She is Agent Lily. I'm Astrid Deinhard, and this is a Spies and Ties special from our D-Day 24 Hours series. As I said in my coverage of the double-cross system, link is in the description, I'm presenting 4 of the most spectacular double agents of the British counterintelligence effort who had significant impact on D-Day and Operation Overlord. Our next double-cross agent is of a very special kind of importance. Her long deception messages in her own cipher are re-enciphered by her handlers using an Enigma machine and broadcast to Berlin. MI5 capture that communication. That provides Bletchley Park with a plain text, her encryption, and the re-encrypted Enigma message. The cryptographers can then reverse the process to get a key to crack a massive amount of other German communications. For bodyguard and fortitude, she is central in convincing the Germans that the invasion is coming at Pas-de-Calais, with possible incursions into Scandinavia. So, who is it? She is Nathalie Lily Sergueiew, codename Treasure, and in 1944, she is 29 years old. She is Parisian, born in Imperial Russia, and multilingual. Lily is famously eccentric, an artist, adventurer, and idealist. According to Tar Robertson, she is also exceptionally temperamental and troublesome, but oh, so valuable, truly a treasure. In March 1944, she goes to Lisbon to meet her German handler. Now listen to this. Lily looks at him. She has received a new radio transmitter to better report on troop movements in England. She has just learned to take it apart and quickly put it together again. She is so fast. You're very good at this, huh, my dear? Thank you, she says, her thoughts drifting to Beirut in 1939, where she had stopped to earn some money working as a nurse on her Arthur on bike from Paris to Saigon. There she was, surprised by the German invasion of Poland. She stays in Beirut, where she gets news of the fall of France and imagines her beautiful Paris full of annoying boots and weird atmosphere. She thinks of what kept her sleepless during the nights there. Only one thought: liberate Paris from the Nazis. She remembers how crazy that felt when she woke up in the morning. But then again, it did not, because she came up with a concrete plan how to reach this lofty goal. She contacted a German friend, Felix Dassel, a journalist who wrote for different magazines about her unusual travels through Europe, who had actually written, "The girl has courage like 3 men, traveling this time on foot, next time or by bike, sleeping on the side of the road with only some laundry and a lot of drawing material in her backpack." Dassel had made her famous among other eccentrics, and then, out of the blue, one day in 1937 approached her to work for the Nazis as an informer. She had declined. But now it was different. and his offer became an integral part of her plan to liberate Paris. So, she bikes back to Europe and contacts Dassel. 2 years of extensive training follow. She learns Morse code, ciphering, microphotography, using transmitters and secret ink. The Nazis call her tramp, and she is very good at every part of her education. She is set up with a German case officer, Emil Kleemann, finally in Paris. Soon she will be sent to England to spy on the British. Back to Lisbon, looking at Kleemann, she remembers how when they met the first time, he had watched her carefully as she enthusiastically recited her invented story with travels through Hitler's Germany, how impressed she was with the Nazi regime, her admiring articles for the Germans in the French press, even mentioning her interview with Göring, who had promised a personal interview with Hitler. How she told him, "It will be easy for me to travel to Portugal, to Australia, or England. I have relatives in all those places." Then she thinks of arriving in London in 1943, how the British custom official asked about her reasons for the stay. If she intended to visit family? Yeah? No. She had said, "I'm going to spy for England." Soon she was face to face with Tar Robertson in his tartan trousers, smoking his pipe, asking a lot of penetrating questions while watching her. And then, a few days later, she was asked to join the double cross. Kleemann interrupts her thoughts and pulls her mind back to the present in March 44. Our only chance of winning right now is if we can throw them back into the sea. We have to know everything about the Allied plans for a landing on the European mainland. We will need exact weather reports from now on. It could be in Holland or Belgium or at Pas-de-Calais or in Normandy. You have to observe all troop movements. In 1 second, she is totally focused again and looks Kleemann in the eye and she says, "Listen, if the Brits should arrest me, they will force me to go on writing to you. I will use a double dash before I start writing, okay? Then you will know everything I say is total bollocks." Kleemann stares at her. How does it feel to be a young woman that has the opportunity to change the course of history? She pauses. "Good," she says, not smiling. She feels sorry for him. She likes him. He treats her very well, not like the British, who did not even manage to get her beloved terrier poodle Bubs to London when she started working for them. Now, Bubs is dead. She suddenly remembers what she had whispered in his little pink ear. "This is a very dangerous game I'm playing, my little darling. Very dangerous. I could die." She knew it then, and she knows it now. Bubs died without her having the chance to be there, and Lily herself has only 6 more months to live. Her doctor said because of her failing kidneys. And despite all that misery, she is determined to lead the Nazis to Pas-de-Calais, away from the Calvados coast, so that finally Paris can be freed from the Nazis. What a plan. A few weeks after D-Day, her goal to free Paris fulfilled. Lily will be done with spying. She won't die quite as fast as predicted. She'll marry an American officer, move to the US, where in 6 years her kidneys will finally give in, and she will pass away only 38 years old. The vast majority of the thousands of soldiers whose lives she helped save today will never know that she even existed. To see all of our intelligence coverage, check out this playlist. And please, join the Time Ghost Army to become part of this great adventure to document World War II and other historical milestones. You can do that at timeghost.tv or patreon.com, and I will see you next time, darlings.